Hello, 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 hello. It is Thursday. Another Thursday, another stream, of course. The last day of the week that last stream day of the week. Only one day left till the work week is over, then the weekend starts. And yeah, hope you enjoyed your day so far. Maybe you're already done, maybe it's just started. Today, of course, first of all, another quick sketch. Another day, another quick sketch. I already have kind of an idea. It'll be a oh yeah, I have a pretty cool idea actually. And then after the quick sketch, we will finally, it's taking some time, but now we're here. We're finally gonna basically retopologize our mechanical hand. We've worked on, like, we first sculpted the hand for like a few days. Maybe it took maybe a little bit longer than I kind of wanted to work on it, but I mean, now it's done at least. So what we're gonna do, we will today convert the sculpt, the hand sculpt. Oh, welcome back, SpongeBob. Finally early, welcome back. Hope you had a great day. So you're roughly in the same time zone that I am, right? Or roughly like 1 or 2 hours later. So yeah, so hopefully your day has been great so far. Today we will first of all, of course, do the quick sketch, and then we will finally convert our mechanical hand sculpt into the real geometry, the geometry that we then can use for textures and all that stuff. So it'll be fun to see how it's gonna look in the end. Yeah. Next week on Monday we will try this new, hopefully, or very promising plugin. Hold on. Soft Wrap 2. It'll be it's basically a program that starts a simulation on a mesh, for example. So if you, for example, okay, no, I'm not gonna try it now. So what that program basically lets you do is you can grab old geometry from, for example, an old character that you then reorganized is, for example, if you have a character that has like bad geometry because you only sculpted it, you can then grab a geometry from an old character and then put it just basically like a like rubber on top of it, and it would like merge perfectly onto this new character, so that you don't have to I guess you can basically reuse old geometry. Hold on, I can maybe say, hold on, can I, problem is I don't have Spotify. So, I mean, if you want to hear some some ads somewhere in between, then I mean, I can try, I can look at it like over the weekend. Let me just note that down as another to do, to check out the playlist. Two things I kind of have to look out for is, first of all, I usually want to use music that is without vocals, because I think it can be like confusing if you have vocals in your background music. And then also if it's like, of course it needs to be DMCA free, but yeah, I'll note it down, and then maybe I could find the same music somewhere else, like on YouTube, for example. Then, yeah, then maybe we can add a few of the songs. I'm always open for new song recommendations, because I mean, the more music you have, the less repetitive it is. I already have like 10 hours, but you can never have enough. Hold on. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna note that down, copy it, there you go. Put that in my notes, then we can start with the quick sketch. Da-da-da. There you go. Okay, perfect. I hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Thanks for the... Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait, did I close my chat window? Oh, no. Wait, where's my... Oh, I know what happened. There it is. Okay, if you said something, I probably didn't see it, but I can see it in OBS. Okay. Yeah. If it's on YouTube, then I can check it out later. But thanks for the recommendation. I don't want to like figure it out on stream. That can, I think, be quite boring. So okay. Let's remove this sphere. Let me grab my dude Roberto so that we can then start. Projects. Nope, not projects. We need resources. There it is. Okay, perfect. Yep. I'm ready. My timer's ready. Hopefully you are ready for this insane quick sketch. I have a pretty cool idea. Let's see if I can try it. It has a very, very extreme camera angle, so I don't know if it really works that well, but we'll see. Okay, there you go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let me grab my dude, and then Roberto needs to be in this scene. Of course, I probably need 2 of them. Maybe I'll like use one of my old projects. There it is. Okay, so first of all, he will be looking into the sky. It'll be a very, I guess, epic or holy scene. Problem with these quick sketches is always that you kind of have to limit what you can do, or it is limited what you can do in 30 minutes. So you kind of have to think of an idea and then kind of dial back to the point where you think you can do it in 30 minutes. Oh, that's interesting. Why is his face not moving? Oh, there it is. Okay, there you go. So yeah, you kind of have to always make sure that you can actually do it in 30 minutes, which sometimes like you see all these cool like inspiring concept art pieces, but like you can't really do them because they're like so elaborate. For example, I would like to do like a huge open environment, for example, like an epic environment. Problem is, first of all, I kind of want to get better at environment art in Blender, and then I also don't really know if that's really doable in 30 minutes. So I kind of right now stay away from environments. I usually do like focus pieces on a certain character. So right now I considered like streaming on weekends as well, when I have like just some time to chill or whatever, and then maybe doing something else. I planned so far to only stream art, at least in weekdays. Maybe like on what is it, on weekends, if I have like some time. Maybe I could stream games as well. I haven't considered that yet, but maybe that could be something that I could do then. I usually do like just usually what I do on weekends, okay, I kind of have to think about it post. What I do on weekends is either edit a video or like work on some other stuff. But I think like at least on what is it, at the end of the day, like in afternoons, I usually have some time to do whatever. There's no YouTube link. I would have to look up how that even works. There should be the YouTube link in the description. Wait, hold on. Oh no, okay. You said you play Destiny, right? We could probably play that sometime. Sometimes I still play it. Right now it's like It's more Valheim, but like from time to time I always like go back and just play some good old Destiny, getting my weekly pinnacles, and also what is it, the Deadman's Tale, trying to get a good roll. Let's lean him forward. Kind of have to be fast for this, because this is actually a pretty complex image. We have 25 minutes, all good so far. Pull them up. Okay. Can we see? So if I put my camera right there, that could be pretty cool. Okay, let's see. So the camera angle has to be very, very wide. So we have to pull the focal length way back. Let's say 15. I think I've been playing Valheim for like 30 hours or so now, maybe a little bit more, maybe 40. I think I've been like I've been through like the first third of the game now, maybe even less. I've done the first 2 bosses. Now I kind of have to figure out what to do next. Basically, probably like what my plan is right now, to get like the newest materials and improve my armor and all that. The worst thing right now is that I kind of wanted to build like a huge house, which I did, but then at some point there's this building system where you can like use foundation, or like similar to Rust, where you can like build houses out of wood, for example. And then the problem was that there's a weight system. So the more you stack on top of each other, the more building pieces, the weaker they get. Or there's a certain height you can only build up to. And my house reaches the exact limit, and I wanted to build like I wanted to finish the roof, but to finish the roof I need like a little bit more room. You can get like reinforced pillars. The problem is that my house is built in a way where the pillars right now need to support the roof. So if I remove the pillars to then put in new pillars, I would destroy the whole roof. So I kind of don't want to deal with the whole thing right now. So I just leave it how it is. You mean rate the game? Is that a game? I don't know. Maybe I could do like I don't know. Usually what Friday is usually like my chill day. Maybe I could do I don't know, turn the Fridays into a game day or whatever. It's usually just a day where I kind of chill and do nothing when it comes to art or videos. Maybe I could turn that into some sort of like chill day or whatever, just doing whatever. Yeah, maybe I can try that. Maybe even this week. Usually what I do is I just put on a podcast or whatever and listen to that, then play my whatever game I want to play, which of course isn't that like you can't really do that when you stream, but I mean doesn't hurt to try. Let's see. I need a cloud. Let's just quickly make a cloud. Raid World War II. I think I've never heard that before. Is that a shooter? I guess. Sounds like a shooter game. There it is. Trying to speedrun a cloud. Put that in there. Color to white. Shader. Nope. I need a texture. I need a noise texture. Is it the new game that just came out, or is that in like a different game? I heard that it's a video got recommended to me of someone playing some sort of new World War game, but I don't know if that's the one that you mean. Math. There we go. Vector value. Ta-da. What else? Value into density. There you go. Okay, now we have. Hold on. Oh, I need to specify the cloud noise texture and also put this higher. Let's say to 50. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna switch to rendered view. I think that's easier to see then. Let's go to world. Actually, no, I can, yeah, let's put in HDRI so I can see better what it looks like. It's purple because there's no HDRI. This is a good HDRI. There you go. So that's supposed to be a cloud. Of course, the cloud is way too thick. So let's put this cloud on a diet. Let's see what we have here. Oh, I have to put it to multiply, of course. There you go. Now we can already see some changes. We need a color ramp. Ta-da. Put this over here. It's reduce the clouds. There you go. Nice clouds. We also have to apply the scale so the clouds aren't like pushed. Oh, actually they're still pushed down because we have to use a mapping node. Put that to object. Ooh, way smaller clouds now. Little baby clouds. Let's make the scale way bigger. Ooh, there you go. Okay, let's go into rendered view. Oh, that's wired view. Yep, hope you, thanks for visiting, thanks for chatting. Maybe I'll see you, or hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for the suggestion. We have to remove, the clouds should be pretty, yeah, I'll probably like, yeah, I'll probably do a stream around the same time, like same time as today. I think, yeah, that should work. If you want to see, I usually put up a planned stream, like an event on YouTube. If you want to see if I plan on stream, like when I plan to start the stream, usually it's then like 5 minutes later or so that I start. But if you want to like see if you want to see my plans, basically you can see on YouTube there should be a planned stream up that you can see. Okay, let's reduce this. Oh, before we can maybe, so this should be a like a carpet of clouds, so we shouldn't see through, but we should see like different thicknesses. Yep, see ya. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so we don't need this light. Next thing I want to do, we need a cube. Da-da-da. Wire, put this to wire as well. Go in here, put this to a boolean. Da-da-da. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. Well, that doesn't work. It's just, hold on. Is there a hole now? Oh, there's a hole. Perfect. Let me make this, let's subdivide this. Perfect. Let's put in 3 subdivisions maybe. Oh, hold on. Go to solid view. That's already solid view. Oh, we have to change. We don't have to change it. We can just use a displacement modifier to make this a more cloudy shape. We can then go in here and use a clouds texture. Who would have thought we can make clouds using a clouds texture? Make the texture bigger. There you go. Bigger. I want to have like this hole in. Oh, there it is. Of course, we can't see it because the rock is still visible in the rendered view. We're gonna change that in just a second. There you go. Let's see it. Hide the whole thing. Oh, maybe a little bit smaller. Should be a pretty small hole. Okay, this hole is still too big. Da-da-da. Perfect. Okay. Next up, I want to use this again. Actually, should I? What I can do though, I want to extend this the whole way So I guess just grab it and pull it all the way here. There you go. I mean, yeah, let's do it like this. We probably have to use some dust to hide the horizon. Otherwise, it'll just look weird, like the clouds just stop at some point. There you go. Okay, I like this camera angle already. Pull this over here as well. There you go. Okay. Save. Yep. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, I have to save my quick sketch. Which day is it? It is 70, no, 81, 82. I am in the wrong folder, of course. Why would I not be? 81. No, it's 80. Yeah, it's 81. Quick sketch day 81. There you go. Go in here. Okay, save blend file. There you go. We have to hide. There you go. Let's make it a little bit bigger. The hole is pretty small now. That should be better. Okay. Yeah, let's try it. Next up, I need some dust in the air. Some atmosphere. Let's grab a cube. Make it bigger. There you go. Make it bigger. There you go. Make it like pull it up. I mean, pull it up. Pull it into all directions. I could hold on. I'm just gonna do it differently. Select it, scale it on everything except Z. Okay, perfect. Move it over here. Okay, let's set it to wired view, and we use a new shader. We use, of course, not the principal BSDF. We will use the principal volume. Put the volume into the volume. Who would have guessed? Color into white. Density to 0.1. Oh, hello. Okay, looks pretty interesting. Maybe we should put it to more like 0.01. That's not enough, because then we can see the edge. What about 0.5? 0.5 looks pretty good. Okay, perfect. 0.5 looks pretty good. Let's make this bigger. Pull that over there. Pull this over here. Perfect, perfect. Let's save once more. 30 minutes left. So now we have the hole, we have the clouds. Now we need a good old light. Let's use a point light. Where's my light? There it is. Make it way stronger. What about 1000? Maybe not enough. I need to see the light first. There it is. It's way too dim. What about 10,000? Still not enough. What about 50,000? Oh, maybe we should kind of lead, like kind of steer the light into the right direction, like there. We should probably also make the ring or the size a little bit smaller. Ooh, there you go. Okay, then let's make the blend, completely remove the blend. We can see there's still not enough light. What about more? Oh, hello. That's pretty bright. We should probably change the size. Maybe also like move the cone a little bit lower. This way we can kind of okay, well, that's not long enough. I kind of don't want to, like, actually no, this looks perfect. This looks actually perfect. Okay, so next up, let's save real quick. I want to remove, let's see what the world lighting looks without the HDRI. Zip. Well, doesn't really do anything. We can probably keep it like this. What we need though is a light, at least like somewhere over here, for the clouds to be visible. You can see now we can create some, like we can see the clouds better. There you go. We can then move them over here as well, just to kind of light up the clouds from up top, so you can see them at the bottom. Oh, that's quite noisy. I mean, Let's see how noisy it's gonna be when we're done. Let's see. Okay, I want to append something. Let me see if I can find the file that I need. I can't remember which file I need, so let's let me see if I can find it real quick. The Blender file, Blender Cloud projects 04. Nope, it's not. Is it in 04? It should be. 77. Nope, it was earlier. Nope. 73. Nope. 72. Nope. Come on, give me the file. I need my angel. My angel. Where it is? Oh, where is it? Nope. It was quite early in the month. Nope. Oh my god, it was so... Oh, there it is. 64. Hold on. Append. Hold on, before I do that, I want to save real quick. I don't want to lose anything. Now we can append the collection. Camera, geometry, there you go. Append. I don't know how long that's going to take. Oh, it's already there. Perfect. Pretty small. Perfect. Oh, that's all? Okay. I guess that works. We can remove... Wait. Where is all the other stuff? That's not good. I guess we just append the whole thing then. Collection, geometry. Well, why are all the things back? I mean, let's just append everything then. Maybe cameras. That should be enough, right? Nope. Wait, what? That doesn't look right. Wait, what? Light? What? Okay, this file is corrupt or whatever. It's destroyed. I mean, we can probably make like a new angel, I guess. Shouldn't be like such a huge problem. There you go. We don't need anything else. We have another armature. Perfect. Let me grab the armature. Pull it over here. Can we actually see the armature if it's like up here somewhere? We have to pull it right in front of the hole. Maybe a little bit closer to the camera. There you go. Oh. There you go. Hold on. Then maybe a little bit rotate it down. Perfect. Can we see him? We can. Okay. Maybe we should pull him a little bit further back. There you go. Okay. Next up, we have to pose this dude. Look at this dude. Maybe pose him real quick. He should be like a... Hold on. Yeah, let's make him like in a landing pose. Let's see. Let's grab his foot. Put his foot down. There you go. And this foot can be like a little bit more like this. Actually, this looks kind of weird. Just freestyling right now. Trying to make it look okay. Okay, that's pretty good. The hands already look pretty okay. Maybe we could pull them down a little bit more. There you go. Other side as well. There you go. Pull his head down so he looks down, of course. Whatever. What else? There you go. That looks pretty okay. So let's then make some wings. Wings are pretty easy. We're gonna grab his back, put the spawn point basically in there, and then we can create some things. What about a plane? So let's try. We're gonna make a wing. Wing sounds pretty simple. Hopefully it is pretty simple. Oh, welcome back, Vincente 32. Hope you were able to. Hope you pet your cats. Made them feel appreciated. And hopefully you got some nice sleep. And of course, hope your day's been great so far. I'm in the process of doing my quick sketch. Da-da-da. Then I need a cut right there. I'm doing a very epic scene. Oh, perfect. They probably They definitely should appreciate enough of that. Hold on, there you go. Okay, well that looks just horrible. Would you appreciate it if someone cleaned your poop? I would. Okay. Wait, what? I don't believe you. Okay. Oh, you're one of those. Okay, I understand. Okay. Not everybody can have a private poop cleaner. Okay. Oh, I mean, that's probably how it's... Oh no, we have to extrude, of course. There you go. Da-da-da. Okay, that's some sort of wing. Hopefully that looks like a wing. We need some more over here. What about going in, putting another cut in there? First of all, what I'm going to do is put a cut right there. Make this maybe a little bit smaller. Da-da. Perfect. Make another cut right there. Okay, perfect. That's sort of a... Like, it looks more like a bat wing, but whatever. Grab these. We need proportional editing. Move it over here. Actually, yeah, a little bit maybe. Okay. Hopefully that works. I need my, let's see. Go in here. Put this together. Then I want to, yeah, put this together. Made a cut right there. I need another cut right there. There you go. But, we need these two to be connected. We have 4 minutes left. I don't need to do any materials, so we're fine. That looks kind of weird. Hold on. Oh no. I mean, it probably works as a wing. I mean, wait, how does a wing look like? Let me just quickly pull up a wing. Wing. Well, I don't want to know what it's called in German. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, now I see my mistake. Okay, hold on. There it is. Hopefully. No, maybe not. I mean, sort of, maybe. I'm just freestyling now. Yeah, that could work. Oh, I see my mistake. Let me see if I can fix it actually. Da-da-da. Aha. That looks even worse. Actually, no, maybe not. There you go. Yeah, that's probably acceptable. Yeah, I don't want to make it bad, but I mean, that's just how it is. At least it looks better than before. Okay. There you go. Aha. Yeah, I mean, acceptable, I guess. Okay. Let's use a mirror. There it is. Why? Oh, we make a nice butterfly. Nope. Hold on. Well, we probably have to just go in here, duplicate, scale it on the... There you go. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. I mean, they don't really look similar. They're just like, I guess they have the same size when you like look at their bodies, but if you look at their face, at least bats kind of look like, I don't know. I don't think bats look like mice. They look more like, yeah, their own creature. And then there are these, what are they? the other species that looks more like a squirrel or something, or like a small dog, the flying dog thingies. Yeah, I wouldn't say so. Do you want to contest my my opinion? Okay, let's see. So one more thing I want to do is I want to put some sort of texture on the ground, otherwise it's just going to look boring. We have 1 minute to do so. Let's see if we can do that real quick. Nope, wrong folder already. I'm already struggling here. Textures, there you go. What do we need? Dirt even, how about that? Probably pretty boring, but whatever. Actually, yeah, we have to. Now it's pretty late. Come on. Okay, there it is. We probably just need the bump. Where's my bump? Yo, displacement normal. There you go. What do we need? Bump. Converter, color amp. Color. There you go. Nope. Color into height. There you go. Oh, we can't see anything because we have to switch to material preview. It's probably too big. And it takes a while to load. Oh, and I'm already losing 10 seconds just by loading. Okay. I think the camera is too low, is it? No, you can just not, you can just not see it. Why is the ground invisible? Maybe, I mean, now it's over, so I guess we just have to see in the end how it's gonna look. We have a very noisy image because there's so much light in the scene. Let's see if it's gonna look remotely good once we've rendered the whole thing. We probably need a lot of samples. Let's try it with 32. Probably gonna look like super horrible, but whatever. At least we can do post-production. Okay, there you go. Imagine there are these you know, I don't know, I think there's like this subspecies of ants that can, or like this type of ant that can create wings. Imagine like mice when they grow up, like if they would evolve like a Pokemon. First they're like just mice, and then, or like a mouse, and then it would evolve into a rat, and then the rat would get wings and could fly. With these multiple stages. Oh no, you can see the edge of the clouds. Oh no. I mean, probably not that bad. I would have probably liked to add a little bit more to the scene. It looked kind of boring, but now it's too late. Okay. There you go. Let's see. Flying monkeys. I mean, would like, they would probably look like gargoyles. There would be flying monkeys with wings. I don't even know if like a monkey would be. I mean, maybe small monkeys, but like chimps would probably be too big to fly. Six minutes. Oh no. I mean, probably the best we can do. Oh, hold on, I haven't even done post-production. I mean, we can probably do the same with the final result. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Today we can finally finish the hand, at least the outer part. My upload speed is pretty low actually. Do you see some blips? Do you see some Hold on, let me see if there's any. Right now it looks pretty good, but usually it's like around 3 to 4K, so it's not like that much. But I think I've set up like my bitrate to an amount that my PC can handle, or my internet, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should upscale it. I haven't like played around with it too much. Maybe I should like optimize it a little bit more. Right now I'm like streaming or capturing and streaming in 1080p. Maybe I can upscale it to make it look better. I haven't looked deep into that sort of stuff yet. Let's see. Yeah, I should probably look into that. Maybe that helps my I kind of saw, like, I kind of like looked at some old footage, or like yesterday's footage, because I had to download the whole thing, and I saw that in some spots the image or the quality was kind of fuzzy. Maybe like upscaling it can help. Okay. A lower bitrate often means a more stable connection, which translates into fewer problems for viewers. The higher the bitrate, the faster and more stable your connection must be. A video stream sends data continuously, so consistency and stability matter more than how fast the connection can be in short bursts. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably look into that. SpongeBob asked me if I'm gonna, like, if I also stream games, and I said that maybe I'll try streaming, or I will try streaming like a game tomorrow. Usually Friday is my chill day, and then I can maybe just turn that into a chill stream day or whatever, just to try it out. And yeah, I'll just probably have to figure out my I guess I think games are more sensitive to like a good image quality, so I should probably figure that out for tomorrow. 1 minute or 2 minutes left, hopefully. Let's see. The image is yeah, as I said before, quite boring, but maybe I could have probably added like a few clouds or so, or maybe some trees or whatever. But I mean, the essence of the image is there, so that's all that matters. Sometimes I kind of care more about if I can actually like create what I have in mind, or if it like looks weird. So that is usually what I'm going for, not like perfect execution, because you can't really expect to like make it like a fulfilling image in 30 minutes usually. "15 seconds. Come on." Yeah, he kind of looks more like like a bat rather than like an angel. But yeah, I should probably add it. Like, should have probably added like a halo on him. Oh, Janus. Hello, Janus 02. Hope you had a great day. Welcome. We're just finishing the quick sketch, 30-minute quick sketch, and then we're going to transition to today's topic. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and I usually try to like say the whole name before they like tell me something else, just to like if they want to like maybe have the full name spelled, then I don't know. Hopefully you had a great day. This is usually what we do in the morning. I mean, not in the morning, in the start of the stream, a 30-minute quick sketch to kind of warm up, and then we're going to transition to today's topic. I will put this into post-production real quick, finish the whole thing, upload it. While I'm uploading this, I'll play a quick compilation of all the things we've done in the past 2 months. Then we can start with today's topic, which will be retopologizing the mechanical hand we've sculpted over the last few days. First of all, of course, glare is very important. I don't know if it's gonna work for this image because like there's so much light coming through. Oh, actually, it actually works. Perfect. We can probably bump it down even. What about putting it to 0.1? Okay, nothing. Oh, it's still loading. Oh, hello. That helps a little bit. I kind of don't like how the clouds look, but like they look pretty two-dimensional. Maybe I should have like made this like this cube or this cloud, I guess, like block a little bit bigger, but I mean, works for this piece. I mean, we can't redo anything about it now, so we'll just take it. Yeah, that's all we can do in here. Let me save it, and then we can go over to Photoshop. Quick sketch day 81. There you go. Let's go over to Photoshop. Let me import the file real quick. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Oh, we have to switch. Oh, I've made a change in my Photoshop window. Maybe you can notice it. It's a small change that is basically changed the color of the interface from a dark gray to a basically darker gray. I like the very dark gray the most, so that's usually also what I do for all my web pages. I put them all into dark mode if it's possible. I think dark mode kind of becomes the new standard, sort of. It feels like it's, at least, like everybody now introduces a dark mode for their website. There was someone on Twitter I saw that kind of made a poll asking if dark mode or what like his, I guess, like what people prefer, dark mode or like I guess standard mode. I think it was like 70% or so said dark mode is better, and he kind of also asked, or he kind of wondered if putting a dark mode on your website will lead to more sales in the end. That was kind of interesting, an interesting thought. At least you could probably say that dark mode kind of probably like leads to a longer like the customers or like the visitors will probably stay a little bit longer on your website, or they give it more time because they at least don't get their iris burned into a crisp looking at like a weird like a white website the whole time. What is this? Oh no, a meme. Okay. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh no, that's the worst. But like it's better, or usually it's better in the it's the exact opposite. Like you're always like staring at it like with your eye is already starting to dry, and then you can see, oh, there's this button for dark mode. You switch, and then finally you can finally see. Okay. Oh, we need our fingerprint texture. And then we're done with this quick sketch. There it is. Quite big. Wait, hold on. Did I? No, I didn't. Did I render it in full resolution? Hopefully. Yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. The fingerprints look so big. Why is it like bigger than the image? Usually it's like as big. Oh, I think because I changed a setting. Okay. Let's see. Oh, first of all, of course, switch it to this one. Haha. Kind of adds like a more complex clouds, a little bit more texture to the clouds. Works quite well. There you go. Perfect. Maybe we can reduce the opacity. 50% should be better. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's weird that you cannot see the ground. The ground is like not there. I put in the ground, like there's like ground in the scene, but somehow there is now in the render. I don't want to do it again, so I'll just like, that's just how it is. Let's put in a good old 1920 by 1920. Come on. Takes so long to load or to save. Okay. It takes, oh my god, why does it take so long? Sometimes it takes like ages. Oh, finally. And then when I save my JPEG, it then tells me that I can save again. Like there's a new change, but it just basically saves like the preference of saving it as a JPEG, which doesn't really need to be saved. Okay, there you go. I'm kind of excited to see what, like, how the hand will look without like with just the final geometry. Like, of course you can then see through all the individual pieces. I'm kind of interested to see what that looks like. We're probably going to add like interior to it as well, and then maybe like put on some sort of membrane, some sort of see-through membrane to kind of fill the gaps. Maybe not, we'll see. There we go. Okay. Nope, I'm not going to save again. I'm not going to fall into your trap again. Let's switch to Blender. There you go. Okay. Let me open up today's project. Let's save this real quick. And then recent. There it is. Da-da-da. We're going to turn this into an actual, I guess, organized topology. And then we can finally like copy this finger to all the others, so all of them look nice and like mechanic. Right now, like these look kind of like weird, undetailed. We're gonna change that today. But before we do that, we will I will upload the image, and you're gonna look at some nice graphics. There you go. Paste. Okay, perfect. So I'm ready. Let me pause the music. You can enjoy some the last 2 months. Good old compilation. I'll see you in roughly 3 minutes. So until then, have fun. Perfect. Just finished uploading. just the right amount of time. Perfect. Okay. So, do I need my graphics tablet? I mean, we can probably like grab it just to be sure. There you go. Let me untangle it. Okay. I did 3D stuff for 2 years now. I started in February, or like the first model I ever did, like a chair, I did in January, I think 29th or so, or 30. Yeah, and then 2 years later, here we are. I also made a video going back to my first like models, and then like I recreated one of them I think a month ago, with including like a few of my old models as well. It was kind of cool to go back and look at all the stuff. I can probably like pull up the stuff. Hold on. Oh, there he is, back at it again. SpongeBob's back. Hold on, let me pull up my my recreation. So hold on, let's see if I can find my first like the recreated project. I wanted to do like a room, or back in the day the first final project that I did was a room basically, with just like a shelf and like a few seats in there. Is it in here? Nope. Let's go into the next. Nope, not there. Wait. There it is. Aha. Okay, so I think that's the final version. Yep, that's the final version from 2 years ago. Can you see it? I think you can. Yeah, you can. Okay. So that was the final version from 2 years ago. Some seats. I think I pulled them from Pinterest, like some inspiration. Like a tea, some glasses with tea, like a tea bag on the side, small table, and then like this, just this plain PNG as like the scenery in the windows, small lamp and all that stuff. Then I redid the whole thing a month ago. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Recreating old project, there it is. Okay, I made some more, I guess, elaborate renders as well, like some more detail shots. So this is the final version with like these nice lamps. I also added, what I really like to do now is create like this dust in the air. I don't think you can see it in this image. Let me see if I can get a better image. So, but you can see like the whole layout is still the same. I added a balcony on the outside with some glass. I kind of wanted to use like the same, like a city as well. So I used like an HDRI, like a skybox basically, put it out there. Added another shelf, like a plant with my logo on it. And the carpet. Have some more, yeah, a pancake tree. Yeah. The plant is kind of like kind of weird. I used like a different technique for plants, and I kind of was rushing it, so I kind of also thought that it looks weird, but I didn't really want to spend time fixing it, so I just kept it how it is. It looks probably kind of weird, but whatever. Here, that's the carpet with these basically just hair that I put on the carpet. Let's see what else we have. The plant itself, I put in like some dirt, put in a what is it, subsurface, no, what is it, a subdivision surface with adaptive subdivision to make these very, very small bumps. And then we have the teapot. This looks kind of weird. I don't know why it looks so, like, the color is like so cut up. Maybe it's like the reflection in the glass. I also put in some tea, like tea, I guess, like particles in the tea itself. with the same technique that I've used for the air, adding dust particles into the air. And then I also have to have another one. Oh, there's no render for... Oh, there it is. The shelf itself. I used an old sculpt that I did. I still kept these two are the same like object that I had in the first render. Hold on, where is it? This one? Nope, that's not the right one. Nope. Nope. Hold on. There it is. I remodeled these two, put them in here as well. Hold on. Nope. There it is. I also used like hair for these spikes, and then like remodeled the whole thing, put in some nice textures. And then I also used I put in like a few old images in there and used one of my quick sketches as an image that I put on the wall. How long have you been working with 3D so far? Oh, there we go. Let's just grab this. Yeah, we can probably keep this in here. Maybe we can pull up the other inspiration. Usually I'm not really into architecture that much. So you mean you're doing it as a hobby, I guess. Same for me as well, like just learning by yourself. I'm not that into architectural design or like architectural renders. I'm more into characters. That's what we're working on right now. Yeah, like an hobby. How do you call it? Like self-taught. So I usually or rather do characters. Hold on. Where's my... There it is. Okay. So that's also what we're gonna work on today. We're gonna make a submission for the MSI Creator Award, I guess like challenge or competition, which we've already been working on for a long time now. I guess like 16 days or so, or like 16 streams at least, even 17, I think 17. So let me just correct. This one is pretty good. There you go. That's another good inspiration. What we're gonna do today is we have the sculpt right here. Of course, it's not finished because we're still missing. Oh, you hate sculpting. That's one of my favorite things to do in Blender. So do you like hard surface sculpting with like just like pushing around vertex more, or do you prefer like something else, like using modifiers or nodes maybe even? There's the body. We also have the cloth. So the only thing that we're gonna like, what we need to do now is we're gonna finish this arm, which means we can retopologize this hand, which we then can use and copy to this side, so we can have both arms done. Yeah, hard surface modeling is a topic that I kind of want to get into at some point. Not like hard surface modeling how I do it today, with first sculpting the whole thing and then like putting the final geometry on top of it, but actually like, for example, grabbing a what is it, like a sketch of a car from multiple angles, like a technical sketch that you can then turn into a real car. That's also a topic that I kind of want to look more into at some point, because like both modeling techniques have their own expertise or their own like benefits when it comes to sculpting or modeling certain things. And like it's way harder to sculpt a gun, for example, rather than like modeling it first, or like modeling it. So I kind of want to expand my modeling capabilities, if you want to call it that, a little bit, so I can basically, yeah, like just do more. Welcome back. I wonder why. Oh, I guess I was just wondering why you all have like different colors. I guess that's just is it the same for the Twitch chat? I guess when you see it on Twitch, I guess that's just like the random. Yeah, I think like everybody has a random color, right? You can even pick it when you have Twitch Turbo. Yeah, You could probably do like a similar like workflow for characters as well, like sketching it first in 2D, then scanning it in, and then putting it into Blender. I don't know, I just like the freestyle workflow with sculpting, and I mean characters are just easier to, at least for me, easier to create using like the sculpting, I guess, what is it, tools. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I kind of I think there are some benefits with like color when it comes to Twitch Turbo, but I can't remember what they were. Okay. The worst thing's gonna be retopologizing the cloth, probably, because when you retopologize stuff, you want to like kind of keep like you want the geometry to follow these folds, and if you look like over here, for example, that's going to be very, very annoying. Good thing is we don't need to animate this, so it's at least not as annoying. If you don't want to animate this, you can be a little bit more lenient with like how you construct your geometry. Okay, let me just hide everything right now. Can we like put this into a new collection so I can actually see it in the end, or like find it? Geometry, there you go. Let's call it arm. There you go. I actually I made a screenshot for a thumbnail. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I use these like my two probably favorite hobbies, or like my two favorite, I guess, like, yeah, you can call them hobbies. It's probably working with 3D and also working or like editing videos or like animating stuff. So it's like a cool like combination that I can do, recapping and like making a small compilation of all the models that or like all the project that I did in a month, and then like compiling them into like this compilation with like these animations and all that. Just like a cool little project that I can do every month. I did a thumbnail for yesterday's stream. What I did, which actually made this look pretty cool, is I switched the matte cap, the display of the surface basically. I switched it from this weird, like, I guess like skin type. I switched it to this metal. Look at that. Ooh, you can already see like how it's then gonna look in the end. It's probably not gonna look like metal-y. I'm not gonna make this like a metal material. I'm gonna make this more like a, I guess like similar to this one, like a plastic material, or like how do you call it, like a vase material, or like a hard plastic, like frosted, I guess like plastic glass, whatever, rather than like metal, because I think that fits a little bit more with the theme of a sculpt. Yeah, exactly. Ceramic. I don't think there's a ceramic, I guess, shader in here. We have this, which looks maybe a little bit cleaner, a little bit more how I want it to look like in the end. Maybe this one. Yeah, somewhat something in this direction. But we need the skin so I can actually see what we're doing. We actually need to go back to layout so we can lay on some new geometry. So what we're going to do is basically we have these islands now with these cracks or like creases between them. What we're going to do, we're going to make like small islands of geometry for all of them, so we can then remove the sculpt at like underneath. So we then can have like only these islands, and then the like the gaps between where you can see through into the hand itself. For example, here we have this huge hole in the end. I mean, I guess we're just going to start and then see how far we can get today. Hopefully we can finish the whole thing so we can then work on something else, I guess on Tuesday, maybe on Monday, if we get through Shrink Wrap 2 fast enough. So of course, retopology is pretty simple. We did it for the arm first. Just gonna grab a plane, and then we can rotate it so like we can like it lies on the surface. Then we can enable snapping, which lets us grab the pivot point, the orange dot, and the dot will always stay on the surface. If I put it over here, you can see it's right on top. If I put it over here, you can see it's right on top of the surface. We can use this option, or this, like, I guess technique, or yeah, option, also for individual elements, and we enable it for moving, rotating, and scaling. So if whether I rotate it, I scale it, or I move it, it is still gonna stick to the surface. Which we then can do is we can just switch to edit mode to, like, for example, move individual vertices, and as you can already see, we can now like stick these individual, I guess, corners or vertices or points to the surface, which we can use to like create new geometry on top of the current one. We also need subdivision to make this even smoother, and also we need shrink wrap. There we go. Shrink wrap is basically the same snapping technique, but with a modifier. We're going to use that later though, so let's hide it first. What we're going to do is we're going to enable in front, so the plane is always in front, so we're not going to like, it's not going to hide underneath the sculpt's surface, I guess. We can always see it. What we also can do is probably change the color, although, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We can still see it. Okay. Before we start, hold on. Oh wait. In my notes, I guess, app, the link, the Spotify link you sent me, SpongeBob, is like a is like the icon, or the image from the Spotify link playlist is actually like displayed underneath all the notes. I've never seen that before. Okay. Oh, we actually, like, there's this weird thing, or something actually kind of weird happened today actually. So just recently I thought about shipping and like all the stuff that can happen, and what I do is when I like buy something off of like Amazon, for example, what I do is I look at not only like the best reviews, I usually also look like 3-star reviews, and also like lowest star reviews, maybe like not lowest, but usually stuff like 4 stars, almost the best, right? Like 5-star, 3-star, and also 1-star reviews, just to see what like people say, whether or not like the risk, I guess, that they describe, or what they describe, I can then estimate how risky it'll be that I get the same, I guess, problems, so that I can then kind of estimate whether or not I should buy the whole thing. And what I like realized is that I've never had a faulty delivery necessarily. So what usually happens is that I once bought something which never arrived. That's probably the worst that ever happened. But it was like so cheap that I didn't bother, like, I guess, like putting like a support ticket in. So didn't really bother me that much. But like I realized kind of that I've never had like these faulty, I guess, deliveries. And then just like out of sheer luck, I guess, I jinxed it. I told my dad that I wanted to have I wanted to buy a, like, what is it, a standing desk, so I can like stand while working. And he ordered one. Like, basically he didn't buy the whole thing, only like two, I guess, the legs for the table, so you can like reuse your old, I guess, table plate, whatever, table board where you put everything on. And he bought it. First of all, it arrived. The only problem is the wrong like order arrived. We got something completely different. I think we got some sort of like fabric that can stick, or like that can like that can stick to carpet, so that the carpet can then like stick to the ground. Which of course we didn't order, or he didn't order. So he called the service hotline, said like, oh, there's something wrong. Right, we got something else that we didn't order. Then we it was like 2 weeks later or so, we finally got the right order. Now he put the whole thing together, asked me, okay, can you come real quick, I want to see how it works. We put it into the plug, to like into the power plug. we put everything together. We grab the control panel or whatever. I click. We can see like a display displaying something like 70 centimeters or so. I click. Nothing happens. Okay. Shouldn't there be something? Shouldn't the PC or the table rise? Then we look at the manual again. Okay. Doesn't work. What now? the end of the story is basically the control panel is broken. I think there's even like a cable missing. My dad is an electrician, so he kind of tested for whether or not like the power is actually like going to the panel. Everything is good except for the panel that seems to be broken. So now he reported like the problem. And then today they required, or they asked him to send them a video showing what's wrong, or basically showing like I guess like how we built the whole thing, like how it's like set up, if we set it up correctly, and like basically proving that it doesn't work, which we did. Now let's see what happened. Kind of interested to see now. It's because like the motor is like built into the frame, so you can pull it out without like I guess like destroying or like canceling your warrant, so you can like bring it back or like return it. So I wonder what they do now, because we can like the whole control panel is like a single piece. Yeah, maybe they could like send us a new control panel. Maybe they say like, oh, can you send us can you send the whole like table back, or the desk? I don't know, just weird. It's very, very sturdy. At least that's good. Like that's good. So hopefully at some point I can stand and work. Kind of wanted to have a standing desk for quite a long time. Good thing is I can still use my old, I mean hopefully not, hopefully just like, I don't know, he could probably fix it, but of course he doesn't want to like mess with it and then like ruin the warrant, like the guarantee, so he just left it. Yeah, hopefully it just works. So we have basically now finished like the outer rim. We want to like establish a good outer geometry first that follows the corners, I guess, like the flow basically. Now we want to fill, of course, the whole inside, like the inside, the hole that is there right now, with geometry as well. What I usually do is I kind of make sure that this side has the same amount of edges as this side. Right now they have 3 edges, 1, 2, and 3. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to add 2 more to this side. Then I'm going to make sure that this side has the same amount of edges, and then we can just use a function that can just fill the whole thing. So let's make sure that we have the same amount in here. Da-da-da. Okay, so of course they are a little bit too close together, so I kind of want to space them out. Yeah, it was kind of surprising actually to me that I've never had like a faulty delivery. yeah, yeah, exactly, the warrant. Well, did you put the, hold on, I want to see that. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, also, okay. Did you, did you put warrant into translator? Because usually, at least like half a fail isn't really like a warrant. It's more like a ticket, I guess, if you like park somewhere where you shouldn't. Yeah, but like, yeah, warrant. Basically what I meant. Like if you mess around too much, you kind of lose that, and like that would be kind of bad, because then you kind of have to keep it, and maybe, I mean, again, then you could probably fix it, but why not just like get a new, I guess, whatever, the whole thing renewed. Okay, now we have both like the same amount of edges on this side and on this side as well. Let's see if the same is correct for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 more. Da-da-da. Okay. I guess the German word for warrant would be like a guarantee. So yeah. There you go. So that's the whole thing. Let's select the whole thing, like the outer edge, and then we can just go in here, call it grid fill. There it is. Say it. There you go. Then we need to, I guess, set it up. We have, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges. There you go. Then we have to rotate it to the correct spot, and there you go. Nope, that's not right. Oh, nope. Nope. Hold on. What is going on? Something's wrong. I think I put in too many, or we should maybe use... Ah, there you go. Perfect. It's full. So we don't have to set it up ourselves, and it also follows, I guess, the flow of the outer edges, which kind of helps with the general distribution. Perfect. So that's the first panel. Good thing is now, as you can see, we have these rounded edges. Let me see if I can fix those by just going in here and using a crease. What that is basically, what that does is it kind of just tells these edges to be sharper. We can this way define like that these corners should be sharper. Let's do that on all sides. Da-da-da. Making them almost completely sharp, not fully. Oh. Shift E, there you go. Okay, one more. Ah. So now we have a finished subdivision, I guess, plane. The problem is now if I switch it back to, or if I remove in front, do you need more than what they have right now? Hold on, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I've used, so far I've only used 8. I've never used more than that. I guess you could, like, if you start with red, go all the way to brown, you can probably start with the red again. I mean, yeah, it would be cool if they would like give you like a color picker, just like in the RGB node, just picking a different color, like a random color. Okay, or putting in a hex code. So we can see it is just partly or partially on top of the surface. So what we have to do is we can now use the shrink wrap modifier. We then say the target will be the sculpt. There you go, now it's on top. We can then also change the snap mode. We can also just leave it there. Yeah, maybe even changing the icon, that would be pretty cool. Like changing it to a camera, or like a camera would be pretty cool. But at least so far I haven't really like had like huge projects that required like that many colors, I guess. Maybe at some point. What I usually do if I have like huge scenes with like a lot of, I guess, stuff going on, what I do if it's not like a full scene for my animation, for example, I did the rotations and transitions between the sculpts in one scene, and then I made a new scene over here for the last piece, which will be like exploding the last sculpt, just so I can, I guess, separate the two, which is, I guess, was a little bit easier to was just easier in terms of organization. Okay, so we have now like put the geometry on top of the surface. It's kind of intersecting because it's perfectly on top. What we can do now is we can use a... Oh yeah, I mean, spaceship, yeah. That can probably take a lot of collections. Solidify, there you go. We can either solidify it in like to the outside, or we can solidify it to the inside. I think I'm gonna solidify it into like in, so it like goes right there. Perfect. I'm not gonna make it like set it to 0.19. Let's put it to 0.1. That should be enough. There you go. That's what we're gonna do for the rest as well. Yeah, spaceship is also like a probably like a prime example for what you can do with hard surface sculpting or hard surface modeling, what you can't really do with hard surface sculpting. Yeah, that's right. That's also why I wanted to like learn that as well. Right now I'm kind of caught up in so many characters that I want to do that I'm kind of just stuck with with sculpting, but I mean, I don't mind it. I like it, so welcome. I mean, thank you for following, Janice or Janice. Hopefully you'll enjoy the rest. Okay, we have the first panel. Next up, we will go over to the next one. I guess we can just do the middle of the hand first. Then we can go over to the finger. If we finish the first finger, we can then duplicate it to the other fingers. And this way we can kind of just quickly, hopefully, finish the whole thing. So let's go into the next one. This one will probably be a little bit more complex. Let's see. Yep, hopefully, thanks for visiting, thanks for chatting. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah. Take care. You know what? I'm gonna just put the offset to 0. This way it's partially on top and partially like inside of the sculpt. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it to 0.1. Nope, let's put it to 0.5. This way we can still see it on top, but it's like all like perfectly basically on top of the sculpt. I have to fix something real quick. There you go. Okay, perfect. Oh, it's like I had this like, do you know like the feeling when you how would you call it, like when you think of something, or when you think of something that you do and then you kind of wonder if other people do it as well, and usually it's probably true that other people do it as well. What I kind of thought about was what I call like sudden dark thoughts. Basically these thoughts that come into your mind in random moments, which are like super, like, I guess dark, or like maybe even dangerous, that you would probably never do, but there's this like this small voice in your head that kind of tells you do it. But it's not like strong enough that you would actually do it. For example, what I sometimes think about when I drive somewhere, like with the car. What I sometimes think about it, exactly. Palpatine is sitting in the back seat, and like I would just drive, and then sometimes I would just sit there and then think about what would happen if I just like switched lane into the opposing traffic and just hit the first person I see. Then I kind of think about it, and then I pretty quickly come to the I guess conclusion that it's probably not worth it. Probably a very obvious conclusion, but I don't know. Sometimes I get these weird thoughts, and I kind of wonder if that's like a pretty common or if that's just me. I saw a post before, I think, where people mentioned that, and I can't remember why that even happens. Like why people get this weird thought in their head. I think it was about the brain just evaluating different scenarios so that like you can kind of, I guess, you think about a situation that could occur that you can control, so your brain kind of evaluates what would happen if you do it. Basically similar to, what about picking a pear to eat instead of picking an apple? Yeah, and I think your brain kind of decides whether or not, or like thinks about it to kind of like just evaluate the outcomes. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, sometimes I get these thoughts, usually when I like drive, and it's usually like when we drive to, or when we were driving to my old grandparents' like home. They moved just recently, so we no, I'm definitely not schizophrenic. But yeah, I sometimes, like, usually it's the exact same road that I drive, like that I drive on, that these weird thoughts come up, because it's like this super clear road with not like many trees, and like this just a straight road with like 2 lanes, one in your direction, one in the other. And then you can like see something, like sometimes you can see cars driving by from the opposing side. Is opposing the right word? Like opposing means more like as your enemy, right? Or like your opponent. I guess you, hold on. Oh, Kanana. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, well, I think that works as well. Yeah, the opposing side. And then just getting this weird thought, like, what would happen if I just yank my my steering wheel to the left, just completely crash into them. Yeah, I never did it. Who would have thought? And I will probably never do it. But I always wondered if that's like a common thought that people have. And it's also usually just when I like drive. It's never somewhere else. Even when I like ride a bike, that doesn't happen. Usually I just like use my bike to get anywhere, except for when I like need to like drive somewhere far away. Usually I just take my bike everywhere. And I never have like this thought in my mind when I drive, like when I ride my bike. So I kind of wonder if it's like just, I wonder why that is. Mysteries of the universe. It's also it's pretty funny to like when the current situation wasn't here yet, when everything was just like as usual, I guess. Me and my friend would always like go to the gym, and he would always like say, "Oh dude, you're like," he always has like a frame with like, his frame is always like wide shoulders and like, I guess for him like thin legs, for example. He would always say, dude, you have so huge legs. And I would always tell them like, well, I've been riding bike for like 5 years or so now, and my way of riding bike is I would go as fast as possible. I don't even know why. My way of riding a bike is I hop on it. Usually what I do, if it's like a straight road, I would like accelerate to the maximum, to as far as I can, like as I can ride, or like hit the pedals, and then I would like stay on that speed as long as I can. I basically always like, if you have this line of, if you go up to that I guess intensity, your legs would start to burn, but I always like stay right underneath, so that I kind of like can always like have the same speed, so that I can basically have the max speed that I can achieve without, I guess, getting like getting sore. And I think that's why my I guess quads or like my legs are so big. Maybe it's also like genetics, just having tree trunks as legs. Maybe that could be as well. But yeah, I think I always had like big legs, but I also don't know if that's because I was riding bike or like since forever, or if that's just genetics. So now we have a problem. I'm kind of debating whether or not I should reduce the amount of geometry that I have in here, or like make the geometry smaller so I can like follow this contour or this shape, or if I will just leave it this big and just put like sort of like cram it in there. I think I'm going to do that. That's probably just easier. So I'll just make another row right there. Then what we can do is we can grab these, make it smaller. There you go. And then for the end, we'll just make a quad. I always try to stay in these quads. What they enable you to do is, if you need more geometry, you can just split them, and if you have quads, you can just perfectly make a line between all of them, or like through all of them. If you have a triangle, for example, if I just go in here and make it a triangle, what happens is you cannot, like, a triangle can't be split in half. There's no half. So what happens is it just stops. You cannot cut through a triangle. So it's always good when you retopologize to keep it in quads. That's what I try to do. And to do it for like this corner, for example, you can just make a quad like this. Ta-da! Perfect. Yeah. Like when you look at like the frame of my friend, it's basically like the usual V shape, and then like I guess like V, and then like a just straight down. For me, it's like V, then like an X basically, which looks kind of interesting, but I guess yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah. He always like says like, "Oh, dude, your legs are so crazy," and I'm just like, "Well, what am I supposed to do with them?" It's not like I've tried to get them this big, and yeah, I don't know, just funny. Oh, we have another problem. I guess we can just make like a single quad in here. What we can do is just go in here. Can we? Yeah, let's do that. There you go. Now we can just extrude this, and there you go. So that's what we're gonna do today. Basically putting the whole thing, like filling it up with these this new geometry, and as you can see, I can show you the comparison between the new geometry and the old one. You can kind of see it already, but if you go in here into the sculpt, let me save it real quick. We can see it takes a while to load even, and you can see those are all the small little faces of the original sculpt. Now what we do to make it like more bearable or like reduce the performance requirement, we put on new geometry that is also not like completely made out of triangles, but made out of quads, and also just way bigger. This way we can save a lot of, like, I guess, performance when we render the whole thing, and also like performance when we work with the sculpt. So I don't know what happened, but I cannot extend or extrude this. Why? What is going on? No? Oh, there it is. Aha. Yeah, kind of funny. Oh. I also, speaking of traffic or like driving, I'm someone that kind of like tries to stick to the rules as much as possible. I've never like got a ticket, never I basically always try to drive as fast as it's like as you're supposed to, which doesn't seem to be very popular. Let's call it that. So what usually happens is like that everybody's faster than you, which I don't really mind, because at some point they'll just get a ticket and have to pay some sort of fee. But what I kind of realized, or kind of what I think is, I would say that, for example, driving too fast or passing a red light should cost way more. Like if you drive like even like just 10 kilometers per hour faster than what is I guess, hold on, come on. Why does it load so long? There you go. What is like given? Hold on. Yeah, set, like the set amount of, like the set speed. You should like pay like ludicrous, I guess, prices. I mean prices, like you should pay like a hefty amount of money as like a punishment. But every time, for example, stuff like that gets, I guess, someone kind of tries to increase, for example, the fees or the like the rules, enforce them more. There are always like negative voices that they're like, no. For example, in Germany, you can like on the highways, I guess. Yeah, the fines. On highways, you can drive as fast as possible, or like as fast as you want, and usually everybody drives like 300, or like not 300, 120 or 120 to 140 kilometers per hour. That's usually how fast cars would drive. But then of course there are like these racer dudes basically that would drive like 200 or more kilometers per hour, which of course is way more dangerous and like has so much more risk. Yeah, exactly. And some like a politician tried to like set the rule, or like he tried to basically set the rule that it's only allowed to drive 130 or less, 130 kilometers per hour. and everybody like, oh no, we can't do that, we need to be able to drive faster. And I was just always like, everybody that just is against these rules, against any traffic rules, is just someone that doesn't like to follow these rules. Everybody else would just not mind. Like if you always drive the exact amount that you're supposed to, you're never gonna get a ticket that then could like cost like 500, I guess, euros or dollars. Right now it costs like 30 or so, and you like you get a point that then at some point like you lose after like a certain amount of time. What about just making them like ridiculously expensive? That would like make everything safer. Or like passing red light, you would lose your, I don't know, your license instantly, and you have to pay whatever, like $1,000. I wouldn't mind, but because I would never do it. So why does everybody, why do some people mind? Probably because they want to kind of abide the rules and just do whatever. And isn't that kind of obvious when people are against that? I've never, maybe like that's probably a fault of mine, I've never like heard or listened or like never looked for like the arguments against restricting this, like, or like setting a speed limit. But I don't think there's any like good reason why there shouldn't be a speed limit. Every other country has a speed limit, so why is it so bad to have one in Germany as well? No. We have to be able to drive 200 kilometers per hour. Otherwise, how could we like utilize our new Mercedes like fully? We can't do that. Yeah, we need to do street races in the streets, or on the road, on the highway. It's just weird. It's basically a self-report. That's how you call it these days. The new trend word I heard somewhere. Just weird to me. It's always kind of like, it's so interesting. For example, if you like the usual, I guess, like the usual rule is when it comes to slow speed, everybody like, hold on. Oh, everybody overtakes you basically. Everybody is faster than what is like set, what the set speed is. But then if you go higher and higher and higher, they get slower and slower and slower. So usually I'm slower than them on like usual like city streets. But then when it comes to highways, oh, then they start to slow down. Then they're like, I don't know, it's so weird. Then they can I don't know, then they've reached their limit very, very quickly. But when it comes to streets, then oh no. Sub 50? Never. I remember one time when I graduated from high school, there was like this I guess like the usual, I guess, ceremony at the end. And afterwards we went to a I guess like to Croatia as like the whole like class, I guess, or not class, but the whole like the whole year, and we had to get my luggage from home. We were pretty close to where we were being picked up from the bus, but we still had to pick it up. So my dad, like we all went into the car. My dad, like, it's almost like as if it was like dying he would like speed through the city. It was pretty dark, so there was like almost nobody on the streets, but he was like driving as it was like as if it was like a race. He was like driving 70 or 80 on like a street where it's like set to 50. And I was like, dude, can you slow down? I don't know. It's also like sometimes when I right now I'm working from home, but when I work in the office, my dad usually works pretty close to where I work, so he can just pick me up and we drive together to our, I guess, workplaces. And he I can't remember what the name was for that like phenomenon, but there's a name for a phenomenon where you as a human, it's probably everybody does that, but as a human you think of yourself, or you think of others less than of yourself. So if you, for example, are speeding, everybody else, like, or if it's a good example is my dad always complains when somebody's like on their phone when they're driving, and he would like point them out like, dude, do you see this dude over there on his phone? Wow. Like what a scumbag or whatever. And then the next moment he would like do the same. Of course he wouldn't see that he's like doing the same because he has like a, I guess, reason for it. But he's never like giving the benefit of the doubt to the others. I always like try, or at least sometimes try to point it out to him, because it kind of triggers me that he kind of like speaks ill of others when he does the same. Kind of being a hypocrite is kind of like the worst thing you can kind of be for me, because if you don't do it better, then don't complain about it. And yeah, he always like, or not always, like he sometimes does the same, and it's quite annoying sometimes. But I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, the phenomenon. I wonder what it's called. It's like a super long word. I don't want to look it up right now. I want to kind of get this done today. But yeah, that's one of the things that kind of annoys me. I don't know why, because he's like sort of competitive when he's like driving. He's very like, he's on the road a lot because of his work. He would have to drive to clients and all that. And he would always be like driving. So he has like these techniques on how to get through a city, for example, faster. He would like he would dodge all the cars that are standing just to get like one spot further than the other cars. He would overtake them like in these weird lines, and switching lanes all the time. But then when others do it, like, oh dude, this dude is like whatever. I always try to, hopefully, I mean, of course it could be the same for me than with others, that I just give myself more credit than others. But when I see someone do something, I guess, bad, or something that I would consider bad, for example, being on a phone, I would kind of think about the stuff that could be going on in their lives that could be a reason for why they're on the phone. Usually I always also try to consider what could be like a bad reason, and then I just most of the times the conclusion is like most people do it, so they're not different, I guess. And I like usually like I find some reason why they would do it that kind of like I would do as well. So I don't know, they their phone rang or their alarm went off and they kind of just want to shut it off real quick. I always try to, when I get a call, I always try to not take it, just so, like, I guess calling or like what is it, talking on the phone while driving is probably the worst you can do. Except maybe for drinking, but yeah, I always try to leave my phone on my front, what is it, like the front board. Okay, let's fill this gap. So we have 2 right there. This fits quite well to this parallel side. Then we have these 2 sides. How many edges do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hello. Let me pull this to the side. Let's see if that fits. Okay, we don't want to stretch these faces too much. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Wait. Yeah, we have 5 edges, but we have like 4, I guess, points. I want to connect these points, so we can like connect these, for example, or what I would usually do is I do every second. So we can select this edge and this edge, hit F to connect them. Actually, what we can do, we can use the grid fill option. Perfect. We can set it to 5 or 2 and then just rotate it, and there you go. Perfect. There it is, the second panel. Let me reinforce these corners. Oh, there you go. Over here. There you go. And this one as well. Perfect. And you can see it's quite choppy or like blocky right now. The edges or the subdivisions are just set to 2. Subdivisions are basically just, a subdivision is when you split this face into, like if you put 2 cuts into this face. So basically when you subdivide this face, for example, what you would do is you would put in a cut right there and also a cut right there. That would be one subdivision. You can probably show that by using a new plane. So what would happen is it's basically exponentially. It's an exponential growth. What would happen is you would go in here. This is the face. If you then subdivide it, you put in 2 edges, basically one from this edge to the other, and then from this edge to the other. If you subdivide it again, you can see now these will be subdivided. Now we have what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 16 faces. Before we had 4. Then if we do it again, we have even more. Then we do it again, we have even more. So that's how subdivision works. This way we can quickly add more geometry without having to do it ourselves, because the modifier is basically a modifier. It just like adds or changes the geometry without applying it immediately. And we can then still change the modifier if we need to. Right now we have a subdivision of 2. You can see the faces are still pretty big. If we increase the subdivision level, it's way smaller. That's how that works. And that's also how you can make these edges smoother. Okay, perfect. So what we need is a shrink wrap. Set it to the sculpt. There you go. Oh, we have a big mistake over here. It's kind of going down the crease. So we can now just push these vertices further in. There you go, perfect. Fixed. Everything else seems to be fine over here. Yeah, oh. Perfect. Oh, I mean, doesn't look too bad. If we smooth it, we don't really see it anyway. We can maybe like push it over here. There you go. Okay. The sculpt is not perfect, but it's good enough. We're not going to see these small blips or like these small dips, I guess, in the end anyway. except for when we do like a close-up render, I guess. Okay, now we can still retain the shape of the sculpt underneath, but we have less geometry. We can then use a shrink wrap to put it right on top of the surface, and then we can use subdivision, solidify, to make it thicker. What was the thickness? 0.1. Okay, perfect. So second, I guess, piece done. Let's go to the next one. Okay. And then if we remove the sculpt, where's the sculpt? There it is. Da-da-da. That's how it's gonna look in the end. Maybe we can close these gaps a little bit. Maybe not. We'll see how big they are in the end. Oh. Today I saw an interesting video. I think there are programs or like yeah, I guess like programs or like what is it, like automated retopology programs that can do that, but usually they cost money. And it's also, I think, still it would probably speed up your process, but it still needs a little bit of fixing in the end. And I do it like this right now just because I kind of want to still learn good edge flow, for example, meaning like how these edges follow the edges, basically the faces, how the faces follow the edges. We could probably fix this somehow, but I mean, it doesn't look too bad. So that's why I do it manually. But there's definitely there are definitely ways to I guess automate it. What we can do, for example, is we can go in here. Where are my plates? There is. What we can do is we have a modifier for this. We can use, for example, remesh. This way we can, who would have guessed, remesh the whole thing. It takes a while because it's so big. Now we have a cube. Hold on. Okay, it's set to Vexel. If we smooth it, if we set it to sharp, that's not good. What about smooth? There you go. Yeah, you can see, of course, now it's it's definitely has less topology. The problem is, or the good thing is that we have like everything is now made out of quads, but of course it's too small. I mean, too big, the faces, so we can still change the depth if we do that real quick. Oh no, not to 4. We have to change it to a higher number. This way we can increase the resolution, basically. So we can kind of get back the shape that we had before. And then we can see we have all these quads that we could use. The problem is, with at least the remesh modifier, the flow isn't good. So as you can see right there, if we look at the edge flow, we can see if you have a good edge flow, the faces would accentuate the corner or the edge that is right there. A bad edge flow you can see right there, which creates these very like sharp or like pixelated, I guess, edges, which doesn't look as good as making it yourself. You can see right there, they look more like a razor or like steps rather than clean edges. That's why I don't use the remesh modifier. There are programs where you can kind of define where the edges should go, like along, like you can define edge flow. But usually what I saw so far when it comes to all these programs is that you still have to do the general retopology yourself. you can just, for example, you could do like a you can do the ring on the outside, and then you could basically use grid fill for the rest. Or you can define like the basic lines first, and then the program does the rest. But you still have to, I guess, know how it works before we can like use one of these programs effectively. That's you mentioned like someone should create an AI. That's what we're gonna try on Monday. We're gonna use SoftWrap 2. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the image or the video I saw showcasing what it actually does. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. There it is. Okay, hold on. Okay, so nope, that's the wrong one. There you go. Okay, so you can see right there. That's the video. Le video. And then you can see we have the topology from an old character. You can see the shape looks different than the one from this dude. We want to use this one to create new, better topology for this character. So what you can do with the SoftWrap plugin, let me like go a little bit further. You can basically simulate this geometry as if it's like a rubbery cloth-like material. He just fits it on there right first. Then once that's done, come on, show it. He can hit play. Then what happens is nothing, and then you can see you can pull it around like cloth, for example. Right now it's just floating in midair. If we enable first of all X mirror, we can like just work on one side and it does the same for both sides. And then you can basically define where it should stick to. Right there. Now it sticks to, hold on, I want to see the process. Now it's just floating around. Now he activates the whole thing. You can see it sticks to the surface. And now we can move it around and basically reuse your old topology for this new character, which has of course a different look. But that doesn't matter. You can still use this old topology. Usually you use, for characters, the topology kind of defines how the features look. For example, the eyes, the denser your features or the denser your faces, the more they will be like defined. For example, the nose is very like detailed in its topology, which usually is a problem for when you want to reuse topology, but with this kind of cloth technique, you can still do it, right? He's kind of like fitting the whole topology now onto the mouth. He's just setting these pins basically. These pins kind of hold the geometry in place, and basically with this you can kind of more like refine the geometry so that it fits better onto like the model. We can see the eye is still like glitchy. Yeah, and that's what we're going to test out tomorrow. I mean, on Monday. So, kind of like to compare it. What that plugin basically does is it removes the whole process that I do right now for characters, basically. So we don't have to do this tedious task all the time. We can just reuse old topology. So I'm kind of excited about that. Okay. There was another cool video. Maybe I can find it. It was on Twitter. That's where I found the original video, or the plugin itself. He had a cool showcase of it. What is it? SoftWrap. There it is. Oh, So let me switch the scene. You can see right there, he already set up the whole thing. So that's the sculpt, and then in the back you can see the geometry he wants to apply to it. He already set all the pins and all that is perfectly set up. He just pulled the geometry back basically and paused the simulation. So then when he starts the simulation, you can see what happens. Come on, hit it. Zip. First it wriggles around, tries to find its place, and then at the end, ta-da, perfect geometry. And perfect. That's basically what it does. You can see in the beginning it looks way different, and then zip. No, you can use that for everything. You can. There's also, he made another video where he retopologized a hand. You can kind of play around with it. Maybe you have to change the geometry a little bit, but usually you can use it for everything. Just you kind of have to, like, of course. I mean, the shape doesn't really matter as far. I mean, the only thing, I don't think you can use this for hard surface guns, for example, that well, just because these pieces have like more of a they're not as organic, which kind of tree could maybe work, but a tree is probably not as like complex. But I don't. So the problem with a tree, of course, is that if you have like a basic, like a base mesh tree, and you want to make, like, you want to retopologize another tree, you would basically have to have the exact same like branches and all that. Otherwise they would just wiggle around. So I don't know, maybe a tree wouldn't be a good, I guess, example. Usually you wouldn't sculpt a tree though. So usually with trees, what would happen? Oh, hold on, I can basically show you what would happen if there's no geometry where it could like attach itself to. There was this hand, there you go. So he has the hand, which has a certain pose, way better than my hand. You can see it's like there's this small gap, and you can see this hand that he wants to use for retopology has a different pose. This hand, the thumb, actually like points to the outside. So what he has to do is he has to pull the geometry from his finger, from his thumb, onto, like, pull it closer to where it's supposed to be, which then results in the geometry in the middle right there, which of course like kind of like intersects. He kind of has to fix that somehow. So we can kind of see two phenomenon. First of all, we can see what happens if the geometry has nothing to be attached to. You can see right there, if nothing's applied, or if nothing is defined as the I guess surface it's supposed to stick to, you can just move it around. And then you can see what happens when there's nothing to stick to. It just like hangs there as if it's like just cloth hanging in the wind. I think he also defined that the rest that is like hanging down is just not like simulated. But what you can see right there, like it's wiggling around just because the geometry is kind of intersecting with itself. You can see right there. Right there, it's just jiggling. So he also fixes that later. What he does is basically... Can we see it? Where is it? I know. Oh, there it is. So what he does is basically, you can see, he first pins all the, like he pins the geometry so it's like stable. What he does with this part is he stops the simulation, or he pauses it, and then, or I think he pauses it. Then he can just go in there, go into edit mode, basically change the geometry of the hand retopology, or the base mesh hand that he wants to use for a better topology. He then marks all the faces that he wants to fix. I think he smooths out the geometry to make it, I guess, hold on. I think what he does is he first smooths the whole thing, the geometry, and then he also like fits it better onto the sculpt so that it's like less like glitchy. The closer the geometry is to the surface it's supposed to stick to, the less it like wiggles around, and then yeah, it works. So that's what we're gonna try tomorrow. Maybe we can, like, for example, what will probably happen is, what we're gonna do tomorrow is we will, I think I said that before, we will retopologize the head. And of course I never really had a head retopologized with this hair. So we'll see what happens if we, or we'll see what happens with the hair when we use our, I guess, retopologized head. Kind of interested to see what happens. Maybe we can just add more, I guess, geometry. Like, for example, we can delete some back here and then like add like this bun. Yeah, we'll see. Also, I could probably, if this would just be, I could probably use my old retopologized female body for the body. So for this part, could you probably use one of my old female retopologized female bodies for this, so I can like don't have to do it manually. All these possibilities. Okay, let's continue. Let me drink something real quick. By the way, I watched a video about what is it? Kitty litter, or not litter, it's this weird grass, or like this hold on, what is it called? Is it kitty litter? Litter? No, that's for their poop. What is the grass, or like the stuff that makes them like high? That they always like try to they're addicted to. Cat mint? Is it kitty mint? No. Cat mint. Cat mint. High on cat mint. Is it called cat mint? It sounds weird. Catnip. There it is. Catnip. I watched a video about the different like ways cats respond to catnip. Some of them like get super high, always like sit on it, like try to get more and more and more. Others just basically like just they don't feel anything. It's basically like weed for humans. It was pretty funny to see. I wonder, have you ever tried giving them, like giving your cats catnip? The first really like video I saw that kind of sparked the idea of like looking up the whole, like looking up an explanation was that there was this video of a cat, or like someone had a glass of catnip in their hand, and the cat was like basically with their nose in it, basically just like smelling it the whole time, and she tried to rip the cat off of the glass, and it did work. Like the cat was like holding on so strong, and she couldn't get her off the glass. I remember my friend from high school told me that he once had like this spray bottle of catnip. What he did was he sprayed one of the cats in his I guess where he lives, in his town or backyard, whatever. He sprayed one of his cats, or one of the cats that were running around there. He sprayed them with catnip, so all the other cats would like go to that cat and like, like tunnel around them. Which is kind of funny. Oh, what is this? Okay. Yeah. That was an interesting story. I wonder what it does. It just, I think the video I watched was just about like what happens if they like, I guess like smell it or whatever, but never really explained why catnip is so like, I don't even know, like why cats are so drawn to it. Let me see if I can find a quick answer. It helps them relax. Hold on, are they so stressed throughout the day? That's why they sleep so often. Hold on. Why are cats afraid of cucumbers? No, hold on. Addicted to catnip. There you go. Why do cats love catnip? The leaves and stems of the catnip plant contains an oil called nepicalactone. When cats smell nepicalactone, it stimulates special receptors that sense chemical called pheromones. The result is a kind of chemical reaction that gives the cat a sense of euphoria or overwhelming happiness. The effect has been compared to that of a hallucinogenic drug on humans. Oh, cat drugs. And they definitely look like they're on drugs when they take it or when they smell it. I wonder if there's a similar, I guess, drug for dogs. Or maybe just dogs get high by sniffing someone else's, I guess, butt. I don't know. Oh. Let's see. Is there... Oh. Catnip for dogs. Perfect. First answer. Is catnip safe for dogs? Hold on. Quick answer. Yes, catnip is safe for dogs and is not toxic to dogs. The catch is that catnip has the complete opposite effect on dogs as it does on cats. While it acts as a very effective stimulant for cats, it is actually a sedative for dogs. Okay. Catnip for dogs. Does it exist? Hint, yes. Ooh. There is in fact a catnip equivalent for dogs and it's called anise. You may already know what anise is. It's that licorice tasting spice that most folks love or hate. It's an ingredient in absinthe, the green fairy drink, and it comes from the carrots and parsley family. Believe it or not. Turns out that anise is the canine's catnip. YouTube offers plenty of concrete proof. There are more than enough videos from dog users reporting that their dogs are absolutely hyper when they get their anise seed treats. Never heard that before. You learn something new every day. I only ever knew of, I guess, yeah, catnip, not dognip. Yeah, it's basically similar to, I guess, when humans, like, stimulation wears off at some point. I imagine like 10 minutes of pure happiness, basically antidepressants for cats. I mean, that's what I would imagine. I don't know how antidepressants work, but they kind of sound like they have a similar effect. I think it's time to quickly look up dogs reacting to Annie's. Hold on, let me. When I finish this panel, then we can look it up if I still remember it at that point. Let me maybe do this real quick and then hold on. Yeah, I know what I do. There we go. This way. I wonder what happens if dogs or cats or any animal, I guess, maybe not smokes, but inhales weed. I wonder if only humans have like this sort of, like get this sort of effect. I also just recently discovered that I watched an interview where they talked about drugs, and the person told talked about their past history with drugs. Like they took a lot of drugs in school, I think he said, or in high school or in college, and he always said that he found, or he thought, weed smells tasty. For me, weed just like smells like grass, and grass doesn't really, I guess, smell that tasty. And then the other person kind of explained that drugs for different people basically smell different, or like they if somebody's more prone to take that drug will, I guess, they will perceive the smell or like the taste as more, I guess, tasty, opposed, like, compared to the person that doesn't want to take the drug. That's probably also why I always hated the taste of alcohol, and also would never smoke weed because it just tastes like, or smells like, grass. I'm not someone that likes to have the taste of grass in my mouth. Oh, he also talked about, I think he talked about crack. That also kind of, I think he said, smelled tasty, or like good. I've never smelled crack, so I can't like attest to what it smells like, but yeah. I would probably guess it'll be pretty bad, or it'll not smell that good for me. Okay, I am gonna make a challenge for this piece. I'm gonna make the gap or the hole in the middle as big as possible so we can see how much space we can fill with just the grid fill function. Let's see. So let's connect these two pieces. Finish the edge. And let's see how much we can we can fill with just the grid fill option or function. There you go. These ones got smaller and smaller and smaller. Hold on. We can maybe make this smaller as well. I just remember, I think the only time I really got exposed to weed, I guess, was when someone smoked it close to me. That's why I know what it smells like. In that moment I decided, why would I ever smoke weed if it tastes like grass? I didn't know that it actually would that it's called how it smells. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think like everybody kind of has the same smell, or smells, or it smells the same for everyone. It just like gets perceived differently depending on who smells it, whether or not they are inclined to take it or not. Okay, so we probably have to fill this up and this one as well. Although, yeah, I think so. So I guess we do this. 1, 2, 3. There you go. We can fill this. Oh, before we do that though, I kind of need the amount of edges I need. So let's do the other one first. Okay. So how would that even work? There's no clear edge. Let's see. I think we have to close this as well. Otherwise we just have 3 edges basically. So what do we have here? We probably need, let's put in one more cutter there. Okay, perfect. This way we can put in one more right there. Perfect. Okay. That's so stretched though. I mean, let's try. So we have, let's say we have 1, 2. Let's use our good old annotation pencil so we can draw on the whole thing when you set it to surface. Why does it not work? Wait, what? Where's my annotation? Hello? Okay. My pencil is apparently out of ink. Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect. Where? Oh my god. How do I make a new one? I deleted my layers. Okay, well now I screwed up. Oh, there it is. Okay. we have this edge, maybe up to there. We have this edge. Okay, we can say, hold on, 1 face, 2 faces, 3 faces, 4 faces, 5 faces, 6 faces, 7 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's too much. Let's put it up to there. That's the maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could probably just delete some of them. Okay. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, what is it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so perfect. Now, what do we have for the other? Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we need 5. Perfect 5. Hold on. Wait, 5? That doesn't fit in there. Hold on. Oh, we have this one as well, so we need 4. That doesn't work either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, hope maybe that works. Okay. Let's play around with this. It has to work somehow. We're probably at the end gonna be back to 7. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still has to be 5. Oh no. Let's see if that somehow fits in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, there are always ways to reduce the amount of faces. For example, what we could do is just go in here, make a new one, make a new one, make this bigger. And then we can connect these two, and this way we can make a loop. So we only have 1 or like 3 faces left. That could work. I don't like this though, because that kind of leads to some weird geometry. Although probably works for this, so let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need one more cut in there. Da-da-da. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. Oh no, that's wrong. What do we need? 4? No, I set it to... Whoa. Oh, hold on. We still have a problem. We have 3 and 1. We could probably still reduce these faces, but that'll be pretty ugly. Like this, for example. That looks kind of weird. Kind of stretchy. I don't like this. We could also just add more geometry down here. That's probably the option I'm going to choose. Let's do it. Add 2 more. Okay. Haha, okay. Let's finish this. Now it should work, right? Let's set it. Let's see if that actually fills the whole thing. Let's set it to, what is it? 5. Da-da-da. No. Nope. Wait, what? 7? 6? Da-da-da. Perfect. It did it. Now we can say move, so it sticks to the surface, and perfect. We finished the whole thing. Now we can see the problem. We have this weird bump right there that I don't like. Hold on, maybe it fixes itself when I just push that up. I don't think so though. We can see right there, we have this weird small little bump that I kind of want to get rid of. Let's delete these faces or vertices real quick. I mean, we could probably just go in here and like connect these two. Oh, maybe that's a better distribution than just connecting the middle. It looks at least better. Looks kind of weird over here, but I mean, whatever. Who cares? So. Oh, yeah. Now we get these huge faces over there. Maybe we can spread it out a little bit more. Like this. Yeah, I mean, probably the best we can do. Okay, we've finished this panel. Let's give it some modifiers, and then we're gonna look up dogs getting high on anise. Hold on. Ta-da. Okay. Wait, what? Oh no, we have to fix this real quick. Okay, perfect. Oh. Nope. Okay, perfect. Almost every edge is enforced. There you go. Anything else? Maybe over here as well. Da-da-da. Perfect. So we've enforced all the edges we need. We can apply a solidify modifier and a shrink wrap modifier. Let's set it to in front. Let's remove that so we can see it's almost completely underneath the sculpt surface. That's why we use this shrink wrap modifier. Da-da-da. Perfect. There you go. Fixing some edges, then we're done with this. Wait, where's the rest? There it is. There it is. Some more. Anything else? There's some more. Good. Wait. What is this? Let's spread it out some more. Okay, perfect. The closer faces are together, the more the geometry will be like pinched. That's why I kind of try to spread it out as much as possible. This way it looks smoother. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's go save real quick. Let's see what dogs look like when they're high. Hold on, let me quickly pull it up. What do we call this? I guess. Dogs getting. Wait, oh my god. There it is. I closed my window. Okay. Dogs getting unease. Put down. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted to see. Watch the effect of marijuana. Marijuana has on dogs after they find owner's stash. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They're completely out of their mind. They're almost like drunk. Similar to these videos where I saw like a documentary where there are these fruit or berry trees, and the berries would at some point like of course fall down, but they would only fall down once they're like super like bad, or like I guess not moldy, but like they're very old, which results of course in them almost becoming like alcohol. And then you can see like the documentary filming all these animals, monkeys and some more stuff, just eating like so many of them that they like got so drunk and couldn't even move anymore. And there he goes. Oh no. Let's see if there's why do dogs get stuck? Okay. I adopted every dog in a shelter. Nope. Does unease get dogs high? There's no video for, is it unease? Where is it? Unease? There it is. Maybe I spelled it wrong. Siberian husky dog eats marijuana edible. Oh no. He's completely out of it. His tongue is completely numb. I wonder if... Huskies are somehow like the most like expressive of all the dog breeds. I wonder how long the effect is like holding on. Marijuana. Oh, dog nip. Hold on. Doguana. Dog nip. There you go. Oh. Spray it on there. Oh no. Like bathing in it. Oh. Oh. He almost falls off the off the bed. Coconut scented body spray. Oh, interesting. It's not even dog nip, it's just something else. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find the video of the cat like holding on to the catnip glass. Cat holding onto catnip. There it is. Oh no. Hold on. She's just completely she's licking the whole thing. Oh. It's crazy that she can't like just get her off it. Her whole face inside of the the glass. She's also clawing her. But it's look kind of different from, or I guess like animals or like dogs react differently to their nip, and cats react differently to their, I guess, drug. But yeah, some of them were like just sitting still, some of them like rolling around. The other one was just trying to get more and more and more. It's similar to like I kind of found the kind of, I guess, secret ingredient to what makes chips, or yeah, I guess chips so addictive, or like when you eat one you kind of want to eat more. I had the perfect, I guess, example, or the perfect, like I think I got these chips that were like covered with some sort of pepper, not pepper spray, pepper like I guess, or like spice, pepper spice, or is it spice, more like seasoning, and it was just like if you put it in your mouth, you would get this shot of like very intense pepper, like this very intense pepper taste, but then it would like wear off very, very quickly. So what would happen is like you would put it in your mouth and you were like, oh wow, this super intense taste. Crazy, I want to get more of it. Of course, that's your next thought. I kind of want to experience it again. Oh wow, this very intense this very intense taste. Let's try it again. Oh wow. That's basically how chips are so addictive. Like usually they're like just seasoned just enough so that you get this very intense taste for like a few seconds, and then it's over. So what then happens, of course, is, oh, I want to experience it again, like this small euphoric feeling you get. I've discovered the secret ingredient. But I don't know, I don't really like chips that much. Like, at least like it's my opinion. I like full filling, I guess, snacks more, like cookies, for example. I prefer a good cookie I prefer a cookie over like some sort of chip, I guess. I like, for example, what I like when it comes to chips are these I think Chio chips that are more like nachos, like these triangle hold on, that's not a triangle, like triangular chips They are a little bit thicker, have a different, I guess, dough. And you can buy this glass of sauce for it, where you can, or dip, where you can dip your chips in. This way you can kind of decide how much, I guess, how much of the taste you want to have on it. That is, I think, the superior way of eating chips, getting this dip, rather than just grabbing, for example, like I don't know, usually I don't know, salted or seasoned usual chips like Pringles, for example. And of course, the best snack of them all are canned fruits. They have the most, like, they taste the best of all of them, and they're not even that bad when it comes to their nutrients. But if I had to pick like some sort of like sweet or like I guess usual snack, I would say cookies. There's this cookie collection. I think it's called a composition, where you have multiple like different cookie like different cookies, different sorts of cookies. That is probably one of my favorite cookies to buy, because then you have multiple options. I like to like pick 3 cookies a day, and then like in my I guess midday break, just like to feast on them and like enjoy them. And the best ones are these weird, I guess, rolls. They are made out, I don't even know how you would describe them. They're basically like they kind of, if you eat them, they kind of feel like they turn into raw dough. They're like solid, but also kind of fragile. So yeah, that's my favorite part, like my favorite kind of cookie to get, or like to eat, these weird rolls. The problem is, usually I think you can, in these collections, you can have I think like 3, like the maximum amount of cookies you can have like are these very flat ones that are like super bland, which are just like, you can get like up to 4 in one composition, in one box. But from these rolls, you only have 2, so you kind of have to space out when you eat them. I usually, when I eat, I like to leave the best part for the last, like leave the best eat the best part last. It's just so I have this like the good taste in my mouth in the end. That's also what I do with food. What I usually do with food, I don't know why I ever started doing it, but what I would do is I would eat every single ingredient, or like if you have like rice with some I don't know, some greens and like some sort of meat as your dish, what I would do, I would eat every single part of the dish individually. So I wouldn't like scoop up some rice and then put on some greens on there as well, and then like put in some meat. I would like first eat a piece of meat, eat it, grab a piece of rice, eat it. I would eat every single piece individually. I don't know why. I've never learned it from somewhere. I just started it myself because my parents don't do it. I'm the only one that does it that way. But what I would do then is I would like hold on, let me just quickly see. Okay. What I would do is I would basically, of course, eat everything separately, and then in the end I would like leave, for example, the meat, like one piece of meat for the end as the last piece, and then eat it as the last piece, just to have like this good taste in my mouth. Or I don't even know really why I do it. I just do it. That's also why usually like I eat one of those cookie rolls halfway through the whole box, and then the last one I'll eat when I'm at the like last time I like as the last cookie, or like yeah, cookie. I know I'm weird. Okay, let's see what the hand looks like now. Ooh, coming together. Let's keep going. Oh, this piece will be interesting. Oh no. Let's see how that's gonna turn out. Oh. I also kind of... So, I'm someone that can eat... When it comes to eating, I'm very, like the opposite to my friend. I remember once my friend came over to eat with me and my family. My mom would like make a whole, I guess, plate, or like a, how do you call it? Like what you can put into like a whole pizza, or like a, hold on, what is that called? Whole sheet of pizza, and I think he ate like almost half of the whole thing. Like we finished it, and he probably ate like half of it. I ate like 2 pieces. He ate probably like 8 or so. He's like the opposite when it comes to eating. To me, he would like eat a lot at once, and then like have like big pauses between his meals. The exact opposite. I like to eat. I can't really eat like a lot at once. I guess I'm full very quickly. So what I have to do is, if I want to eat more, I would have to like space it out, so that I, for example, like eat like a little bit, like a small meal in the morning, and then like eat 2 hours later, and then 2 hours later, whatever. This way I can like eat basically the exact, like the same amount, but I can have to space it out a little bit. And I would like to be able to like eat more at once, because it's kind of annoying to always having to think about, like, you know, sometimes, for example, if you make yourself like a yogurt with fruits, and like maybe even like these with oatmeal, and put some stuff in there, like super thick, like a super thick meal. Usually I can't eat that in like one go. I just usually like have to do it like in 2 goes, I guess. Which is like super annoying, because I just want to get like finish the thing, not like come back to it at some point, maybe even forget it while I take a rest, I guess, from eating. That's just how it is. Okay, let's see how we can get these sharp edges in here. Let me start with those, so it's easier to then kind of shape the rest around the geometry, following these corners or these edges, this edge. And you know, the problem is that, like I said before, I would have to think about eating, and like I'm not the best at remembering stuff, so what I usually do is I set myself like a timer. I don't know, like in my I usually in my phone I have all my, I guess, alarm clock slots occupied. I don't use them all, but they all have like I've maxed out the amount of I can set up. So now I just reuse the ones I don't need. But what I would do is I would either set an alarm into my calendar, like every, I don't know, like every 2 hours or so, or I would put it as my alarm clock, which actually is quite effective, like using your alarm clock for I guess things you want to remember, not only for when you go and want to like wake up, but actually like remembering stuff. Is quite effective. I was someone when I came right out of high school that kind of like I thought to myself like, oh, I don't have to write down stuff, I will just remember it. Well, that didn't work out. And yeah, now I'm just someone that writes down everything, because first of all, it's like a receipt if you ever need like a receipt for anything, and yeah, if you want to remember stuff, you can do that with your notes. You're more accountable, and you just feel more safe, I guess. You never like get the fear of like forgetting something. Yeah, hope you can catch a good night of sleep. Thanks for watching, thanks for chatting. Take care. Hopefully you can find your secret to a nice long sleep. It's kind of weird. I think I wonder if your body can kind of get used to, or can like build a habit of having of being sleep deprived. I know that your body can kind of get used to sleep deprivation, so that you don't even realize anymore that you're sleep deprived. But I wonder if you can get used to sleep deprivation, meaning that when you then get more sleep, your body kind of confuses that amount of sleep with getting like with sleep deprivation. Because sometimes when usually I sleep like close to the minimum and I kind of want to change that, so I kind of want to sleep more now, which I did for today, or like last night I slept a little bit more, like half an hour more, so 7.5 hours. And at least in the morning I felt pretty sleepy, or like at least tired. I wonder if that's just like some people are just more active in the morning, some people are more active in the evening. I'm more someone that is more active in the evening, definitely. So maybe that's just what it is. Or it's just like the body just has to get used to getting more sleep. Because I don't know, it's like weird. I also sometimes, when I know that I haven't gotten enough sleep, I would like moan a lot, but then wouldn't moan anymore in the evening. And then sometimes I would just like never moan at all, like in the morning. But then when it's like evening, I like start moaning so much. So weird. Very, very weird. So I guess I'll just have to try and see if like sleeping more helps me, or like if sleeping more at some point like doesn't get me tired in the morning, maybe. Or maybe I'm just like a night owl that is the most active in the evening. Right now I feel completely fine, and I can probably go all the way up to like 4 a.m. or even later without really feeling like sleepy. Maybe that's also only when I'm in front of a PC, because then like your body kind of always sees light, which means he doesn't really register that it's time to sleep. Maybe that's also the case, but so far, or usually I feel pretty good in the evening, so I don't know. Okay. Nice jazz in the background. Oh, jazz is always nice to listen to. I think I usually prefer to listen to chill music when I work. I don't like to listen to like stuff like EDM mixes or like gaming like dubstep mixes. I prefer to keep it very chill. I don't know, sometimes I listen to like melodic, I guess, mixes, but like these very heavy dubstep songs, for example, are just too much for me. I'm old. I just prefer to chill. Even like when I play games, I don't really... Usually when I play games, I listen to podcasts. I don't even listen to music. I prefer to listen to other people rather than like listening to music. But what I can't do is not listen to music. There always has to be some sort of background noise, otherwise I'm just going crazy. If everything's silent, I go wild. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 3 cuts. Ta-da! Perfect. Yeah, I mean, that's why I kind of want to like, I don't want to do too much retopology on stream because it's like such a monotonous and boring I guess task to do. You basically just work on all these vertices, move them around one by one till you're done. Not really that interesting to look at. I mean, if you want to learn it, maybe interesting, but probably not that interesting. If you, I don't know, like, it's not, I guess, as entertaining, maybe valuable as a, like, for teaching, but it's not like super interesting for anything else. So I kind of want to restrict the amount of retopology I do on stream. Maybe I can like make it more interesting using the soft wrap plugin to kind of make it more dynamic, not pushing around just individual vertices, but actually like pushing it around like as if it's cloth. Maybe that'll make it more interesting. It'll definitely make it more effective for me. I don't have to do that much work. And it's also just like, yeah, just speeds up the whole process, which is like which lets you focus more on the interesting parts. Like if you're making a character, you're not getting excited about like cleaning up the topology. That's not really something you kind of enjoy doing. It's usually just some, I mean, it's maybe for some people it's relaxing and like a relaxing thing to do from time to time, but for me at least it's pretty boring, and I don't think it's like good stream material. Probably yeah, I don't know, not that interesting to look at. It's always the same, like I just put down the plane and then form the plane into the shape that I need it to be. That's also why I kind of want to, why I always try to have some sort of topic to talk about, because then at least it's similar to a podcast, I guess. You can only listen and do something else, because then like you don't have to, like, I kind of want to have multiple, make it as valuable as possible what I do. So I just, for example, the value right now in the visual is, I guess, learning how I do retopology. If you then are not interested in that, you can at least maybe get some value out of listening to my rambling. Maybe that's something I don't know, that you're interested in. I think it's always interesting to listen to other people, what like their experiences, like asking them about what are like their experiences or their past, their preferences, whatever. That's pretty interesting to me. That's also like one of the most, probably the best tip for having good conversations, or at least having conversations with other people that get perceived as good conversations from these people, is probably by just asking them a lot of questions so they can talk about themselves. People kind of like to talk about themselves, I guess. So giving them the chance to do that, like, makes it so they perceive your conversation as like a good productive conversation, although they probably talk the most, or even like about themselves the most. Good thing is I don't have to force myself to do that. I kind of just, I'm interested in people and their own experiences, so for me it's like just natural to do that. I think every person in the world you can learn something from every person in the world. And yeah, so I'm interested in everybody's, I guess, perspective on life. Even when I listen to, for example, some sort of, I guess, like political debate, and I have a person that, like, usually in a political debate, you have someone that you can agree with their stance. And the other person is like very different to what you think are, or what your values are, or what your beliefs are. But what I think then is I kind of want to, like, I'm curious to how they came to that conclusion and what they, like, what their thought process is. So sometimes I kind of think about, like, wow, they have these super weird, or like super, like these thoughts that are super opposing to my own. But I think for me it's still interesting to hear them out. I want to know why they think how they think, why they think about the topics in that way, what their thought process is. Maybe I'm missing something, maybe there's something I can learn from their way of thinking about it. Usually, even if there isn't, then at least you know that there isn't. So never hurts to just, I guess, talk about them or talk with them. And the good benefit about it is then you can make someone feel good, because they kind of feel like they, or like they feel they had a very valuable discussion with you, or like, I guess, conversation with you. So 2 birds with 1 stone, I would say. There you go. Perfect. Next plane done. Let's do one more, like a small one. Let's make this, I guess, this mid piece here. Let's use a plane. There you go. Da-da-da. Oh, did I enable? No, I didn't. Wait, what? Okay, weird. Okay, let's start. Yeah, I don't know. I think there are like very just a few people that I'm not interested in I guess talking to. If even at least I've never encountered someone, not in any discussions or podcasts, neither in like in life. So I don't know if there even are any. I would imagine so. Maybe like someone that like has the exact same thoughts that I have. Maybe. Although then at least you can talk about them, and then kind of maybe they have they have a different thought process, how they came to that conclusion. I think there's always something you can learn. The more you know people, the more you can understand them. And that's, I think, one of the best traits you can have. For example, if somebody lashes out on you, knowing that it's probably not because of what you did, but like something they kind of maybe like see, like usually if they lash out on you and you haven't like insulted them, it's not your fault. It's like something they've like internalized, some sort of, I guess, problem or whatever they've internalized, and they just like basically express that through lashing out, it's probably not, it's most likely not your fault. But if you don't know where it could stem from, it could probably be very confusing, and humans kind of, if they feel threatened or they feel confused, for example, if somebody hits you, that like your friend hits you out of nowhere, you kind of get like, you kind of feel confused, and you may get angry. That's just like a natural response to like this unknown, I guess, situation or result, whatever, encounter. So for example, probably everybody knows, like, somebody hits you, you probably have all the rights. Like if your friend, for example, hits you like repeatedly even, and you kind of like restrain yourself from hitting him back, but then at some point like it gets annoying, you kind of hit back as well. He then feels like, oh dude, you hit me, why would you do that? Like you would feel like it's just deserved, like you hit me like multiple times, so why what did you expect me to do, or what did you expect to happen? But they feel kind of like confused or whatever, and they hit back, and then you have this endless cycle of hitting each other, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Humans are probably more interesting to me than most other topics. Or at least like when I encounter them, like when I get to know them. Usually I'm not that interested in, I mean, it's also fun to like talk about yourself, but for me at least it's more fun to learn more about the other person. I think there's more value in me learning about them. Some people like to talk about themselves, like a lot, I guess. So I guess there are some people that don't really care about others, or their like other people's interests or whatever. So they have to like actively sort of think about what they could say or ask. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very different in that regard. I am not like the usual pleb, okay? I am special. Okay, we've almost finished the next piece. This one was actually pretty quick, not really that complex, so just putting in the basic shape was pretty simple, and then just filling out the whole thing is also pretty simple. Pretty simple. Da-da-da. Yeah, for tomorrow I'll probably figure out the best streaming settings just so everything runs smoothly. I think maybe upscaling might be a good idea. I've never really tried it before, so it's gonna be an interesting experiment tomorrow. Maybe that'll increase the quality overall. We'll see. Maybe upscaling only... Actually, I don't know. I'll just have to look into it. Let's see. There you go. Oh. Okay. Come on, how do we close this gap? It's too big for just the single face, and there are so many edges over there. So what could we do? We could probably split it up, I guess. What about putting in another cut over here, like this? We have this. Oh, that probably looks weird, but it could work. But this creates this all sort of weird geometry over here. Although it could work. Hold on, I have another idea. What if we just disconnect it right there? Da-da-da. Okay, now we have this cleared up. Now we only have to finish or like fill this space. I guess the easiest way would just be to grab this. Okay, then we have this face right there. Okay, this kind of gets pretty... Actually, no, that works. No, it doesn't work. We have 4 edges right there and only 1 over there. There has to be a way. That's why I don't like retopology, because it's like these super annoying things you have to fix all the time. Let's see if we can do it in a different way. What about connecting these ones as well? Like, okay. Okay, no, that doesn't work, does it? It does not. Oh, does it? No, there's too much here. Let's just remove an edge. That could work. Remove the edge. Oh, that's wrong. Dissolve vertices. There you go. Now it should work just fine. Da-da-da. Looks horrible, but it's stationary geometry. It doesn't have to bend. It doesn't have to, I don't know, move, deform. So as long as it keeps the shape, we should be fine. So let's bring in a subdivision surface. There you go. We also need a shrink wrap. Perfect. In front, let's remove that. Looks pretty good so far. We then need a solidify. Put it to 0.1. Offset 0.5. And there you go. Let's fix any weird edges. Let's enforce these corners. To not lose too much, I guess, room, or like, I guess, space. Basically the same word for room, but yeah, perfect. So let's go back into here. Let's save the whole thing. There you go. Let me look at the whole thing without the sculpt. Ooh, it's coming together. So tomorrow we will not to work on this. We will do a test stream and we'll see how we're just gonna play some games. Just gonna do a, I guess, chill day, playing some games. But I'm gonna figure out, probably we're gonna play some Destiny tomorrow. Just like as the first game to test out streaming games. Maybe we can like make it like a regular thing, streaming games on Friday as like the chill day. And yeah, and the rest of the week is gonna be art, Blender and whatever else. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you maybe learned something new. Maybe you've learned how to retopologize now. New retopology techniques. Maybe if I find the time, I will retopologize the rest of the hand off stream, because I kind of want to avoid doing another on-stream retopology because it's such a monotonous and boring task to do. So yeah, maybe I'll find time to do that. If not, we're not going to do the same on Monday. No. We will test out what is it? Soft Wrap 2. We're going to test out Soft Wrap 2 on Monday. See how it works, playing around. And yeah, trying to get a good workflow going so we can then work more effectively. I also wanted to look up like a few videos about plugins that might help your Blender workflow, just to make like simple steps easier, for example. Maybe I can do that at some point. Maybe I can like talk about them on stream at some point. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Thank you for watching, thank you for visiting, thank you for chatting, or just being here, whatever. Hopefully you enjoyed. Maybe I'll see you next time, maybe not. Either way, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, take care. Bye bye.